going to be doing a review for you on A Book of Spirit and Thieves by Morgan Rhodes. Now this book, if you can see the cover, is absolutely beautiful, but there has been a cover change, so I will insert the cover here for you guys to get a quick looky at it. I love both covers, so I'm excited for the real copy to come out because I will be buying it. But yes, anyways, let's get started. Now this is an offshoot series for the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. This is basically a prequel offshoot series for the Fallen Kingdom series, and I cannot wait to share my thoughts and feelings with you guys on this book. Now this story follows 3 different perspectives. The first one being Crystal. They call her Chris, and she's the main protagonist for this story. And then the second one being Farrell, which he is kind of the bad boy who's in this secret society that Chris is trying to figure out what's going on with. And the third one being Maddox. Now he has to do with death magic, and he is located in ancient Mythica. Now for Chris and Farrell, they are located in modern day Toronto, so it goes back and forth between modern day Toronto and ancient Mythica. Now when the story opens up, it starts off with Crystal and her sister. They receive a box from their aunt, and Crystal, being who Crystal is, she's very mischievous and likes to get into trouble and not listen to her parents. She decides to open up this box. Inside this box is a really old leather-bound book. In front of it, there is a bronze bird. Now, as Crystal is looking at it, Becca, who is a lover of books, decides she wants to take a look at this. So she grabs it from her sister, opens it up, and starts to read it. The book starts glowing. Next thing you know, her spirit is taken away into ancient Mythica. Now, from this point on, Crystal has to try to figure out a way to save her sister and get her out of this so-called coma that she is in. While she is doing her detective work, she overhears a phone call of her mother and her aunt talking about this book and about this guy named Marcus. He is the leader of this so-called group of people who try to save everybody that's in Toronto. Now Crystal has to try to figure out a way to get closer to this Marcus guy, and during this she finds out that her dad is a part of this group. Along the way, she meets this guy named Farrell, and come to find out, Farrell has been sent to keep an eye on her because she was asking way too many questions. Now, I don't want to go too deep into the plot line because I don't want to give any spoilers away. But as for the plot line I thought was really great in how Morgan weaved this story in along with the Fallen Kingdom series. Now, none of the Fallen Kingdom characters are in this book, but this again is a prequel, so this is before anything happens in those books. As for the writing style, Morgan has a way of interweaving the stories and coming full circle into where you don't feel like anything's missing out of her stories. I think she does a fantastic job. Her writing is absolute perfection. I sincerely love it and love her as an author. She just does amazing work. As for the characters, I fell in love with the characters almost immediately. I connected with them, especially Crystal. I found that I could identify with her a lot, especially with her being a photographer. When I was younger, I used to be called Chrissy. I don't tell anybody that, but hopefully you guys will keep my secret because I don't like being called that. Anyways, even the bad guys like Farrell and Marcus, I found really liking them also. They pissed me off because of the bad stuff that they would do, but I still found myself liking them. Now as for Maddox, he was a really great character and I loved learning about him too. For this, with it being the start of a series, there wasn't too much world building, which I really liked about that because you could just dive right into the story. But then again, you did get a lot of world building in the Fallen Kingdom series which, don't get me wrong, was perfectly done in those, but I'm glad I was able to just jump from my Fallen Kingdom series into this, knowing what was going on. I had no troubles at all, and I find myself, when I just dove in, I was able to immerse into the world, into the story, into the characters, and I just loved every step of the way in reading this book. It really was a great book to read and a great companion series to the Fallen Kingdom series. A Book of Spirit and Thieves comes out on June 23rd, so I highly recommend, before reading this, to read the Fallen Kingdom series. Now, Frozen Tides comes out in December. That is the 4th book in the Fallen Kingdom series. I think there's going to be 2 more in that series, and I'm not 100% sure how many are going to be in this series. Hopefully 6 as well. Hint, hint, Morgan. But we'll see. All I know is I really love this, and I want you guys to please go and check it out. This is my honest review and my honest feelings on how much I loved this book, and I hope you guys will love it as much as I did. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. That is all I have for you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Mwah.